Alright, hello again everybody, we are back. It's your friend Will. This is the Memory Lapse, and we got another one, a weird one this time. Maybe the last weird deck for December, minus streaming, because we do need to hit our 100k gold goal here. And we're not going to do it if we keep just running 1-2s into competitive constructed with decks that look fun and potentially competitive. So we may have to buckle down and do some serious Arc-Light Phoenix farming, but prior to that, we got to do a little more fun stuff. People seem to enjoy it. And this is a list from the Game Podcast Discord from member Drop Bear, who I guess they've been playing. It's a different take on the mono black Chromatic Lantern deck we were playing earlier this week. Instead, it's a full-on rainbow Lantern deck with Gift of Paradise, Deafening Clarion, Circuitous Route, Lantern, a bunch of removal, and you have Teferi, and that's all. You have a lot of your like Mastermind acquisition targets in the main deck, and then the entire sideboard is also all singletons. Some similar stuff, some different. A lot more situational. So we're not looking to sideboard in like 4 or 5 cards. We're looking to basically leave this sideboard as is, and maybe in some matchups do things like bring in the duress, bring in a few of the pieces in the sideboard and take out some of the top end, but even then I'm not sure. So yeah. Also, I named this deck No Basics because it runs entirely Rainbow Lands, which I guess makes sense with the Circuitous Routes can go get you 2 gates. You only run 4 gates, so if you draw too many of them, the roots are not going to help you. A little surprised that this deck is not running what's the card? The map. Treasure map. To help you ramp and filter. So we'll see how it feels. Instead, they're playing like harder ramp and then stuff you can ramp into like Teferi. Yeah, so let's just go check it out. See if we can string together any wins in competitive play. The competitive play is pretty much the no fun zone with all the mono white that's running around. So it's very possible we just get stomped 2 in a row by white decks that we never see playing any other mode. It's pretty interesting, the various ecosystems, like what dominates where. Alright, well, we're 1 land away from Deafening Clarion. So I think we keep this. We are playing 26, so our expectation is that we'll draw a 3rd. But that's often our expectation and not often the case. Ooh. Okay, yep. Stick to the plan. This looks very much like, oh, okay, so they're playing Stitcher Supplier. Oh, right. What could they play on 4? I think we can wait 1 more turn. Hostage Taker. Yeah, so let's clean all these up. Oh, they can actually pick up their own guy. That's nice Deafening Clarion insurance. But I guess we'll do it. They get their 1/1 back. So we're a Lantern or a blue source away from being able to play Teferi. We can Mastermind's acquisition for a blue source. We're only taking 2 next turn. So, thinking of what we have outside our deck, I don't think there's much that helps us. I think we want something from inside our deck. Gift is a possibility. Lantern's a possibility. We could do Lantern, because if we go Lantern plus land next turn, we can settle, or we can go Clarion. We could take Circuitous Route to go get us 2 more land. You can just get a blue source itself. A lot of options here. But I think what we do, we want to... probably Lantern is the best option. It seems unlikely that they're going to have counter spells based on our knowledge of this list. If they have any, they'll be in the sideboard. Alright. This is fine. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're actually pretty close to Zacama here. Oh, that's okay. Doesn't matter what we untap because of the Lantern. I think we're just discarding Settle here. So if we find land next turn, we just Zacama, and we can eat these Elder Borns. Do not find land. So what's the best thing to do here? Teferi plus. And probably use Mastermind's acquisition. Oh, we can't do that. So they get back to Teferi of their own. Which presumably they used to minus our Teferi. So we can play Zacama, untap all our lands, Mastermind's acquisition for something like a 5-drop. Yeah. Guess we want to keep Mastermind's acquisition and get rid of the 3rd Teferi. Wow, if this gets countered, I'm gonna like be upset. Alright, so let's destroy this. I guess we'll acquisition. What would we go get? Elder Born could be okay. We have one on the sideboard. Yeah, let's just go look in our sideboard. Chromium Omni. Elves Reborn does look like it's good right now. We could also just get Assassin Strovie and remove the Teferi before they get more activations. Maybe that's the best bet. So we can just win off this Zacama. They calmly untap and cast Elves Reborn number 3. I'll lose it. Oh, I forgot they had the Hostage Taker in the graveyard. Wow. Alright, so it's removal or bust here. Hey, removal. Oh, and this is like so sick. This is kind of a disgusting top deck. Because this is going to come back into play and we're going to untap our lands. I think that's how it works. Oh, we don't untap our lands. Okay. Alright, goodbye my dinosaur. Surprisingly easy to deal with, this thing. For something that costs 9 and doesn't have haste. Like, disturbingly easy to answer. Well, if they go too low here on Doomless reactivations, then Banefire becomes a top deck. We do have one main. And we can acquisition for one on the side. 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, so if they activate one more time, they're in Banefire range. Alright, so they're playing the build that we tried before, but I don't think we recorded with. Which I do really like the Hostage Takers in this. They are digging for a Vraska's Contempt, I have to imagine. Or another Eldest Reborn. Or a Plague Crafter. Or a Dream Eater. I don't know. Ooh. Do we have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. Because this Guildgate comes into play untapped. So I guess we should save the Finality side. So if they go like end of turn... Oh, they didn't. Wow, they said nothing, huh? Alright, well, let's get Zacama back this turn. And... Oh, okay. Alright, so we know what they're up to. That'll help us. That'll help inform what we keep. Oh, where's our... Oh, here's the sideboard. Is there anything that we want main deck here? Settle might not be that good against them. Actually, Settle is probably decent since they have Recursion. But Nezahal does not seem amazing. I think I'd like to have a Profane Procession that we can draw into. That seems pretty good. The Find does not seem too amazing either. Would we rather have an Eldest Reborn? Probably. Alright, so similar-ish hand. We have a little more ramp this time. So our plan is going to be to draw a third land and start ramping and then just chain explosions probably. Right, they kept that in. Oh, but they just did. Cool. So it's going to come down to the wire again. Whether or not our deck gives us a third land. Yuck. Maybe we just scoop this one. Yeah. We have no removal. They just can't get out from under this. God, just give us a 3-land hand. Or give us a third land in the top 3. That's all I ever want when I play this game. That there is an example of a game where Treasure Map would have been useful. At least we would have been able to do something and like work towards flipping the map. Probably still would lose because they would have drawn like 3 cards or more off the top of our deck. Alright, so yeah, we just have to get there. Try again. Wow, we actually drew. So if we rip another land, we potentially get to play Teferi next turn. Nice. Get that out from under the negate. Or get that into play before the negate hits. I have Raster's Contempt though. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can Wurm next turn. So we can Wurm next turn if we play the Lantern for sure. And I guess we'll just do it like that. Unfortunately, we can't Lantern plus Mastermind's acquisition because of this Guildgate. We'll just hold on to the Mastermind. Yeah. They're playing discard and stuff, so we really only want to be playing the Mastermind the turn that we can play the thing we get. Otherwise, just let them duress away the Mastermind. But here I feel pretty happy just to jam a Pelakka Wurm. Don't think they're going to have Essence Scatter. Wow. Alright, so we get a card. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. So do we acquisition for Zacama here to keep them from reanimating? Could. They're tapped out, so they can't negate. This is probably the turn to do it. I left it in the library, right? I took out Nezahal. Oh, I can expansion it. But I want to play the Gift of Paradise. I guess we're discarding Clarion, since Zacama is gonna like machine gun down their board. So we're weak to a discard spell here, in the form of another Thought Erasure. Not really giving them credit for having Sinister Sabotage or anything like that. Huh. They're really in the tank. Maybe they have a Doom Whisperer and they're thinking, like, what did I just tutor for? Are they going to need to negate it? So they're deciding between putting something more on the board or holding back from the negate. Maybe they're thinking we can quasi-duplicate and that creates kind of like a medium position. Alternatively, they could be disconnecting. No, looks like they moved to their attack step. They seem pretty resolved in whichever plan they're taking here. Nope, no, gonna think about it again in the second main. Alright, Reaper. Three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. All these cost 3, so there's not really a difference, but we can play it tapped. Zacama. Untap. Destroy your enchantment. Destroy Midnight Reaper, they only get 1 card. Destroy Seeker Squire, so now they can't duplicate. Alright, so we made it over the first hump. This negates problem. Oh, they have another Eldest Reborn. Shoot. I could have left mana up so I could try to sacrifice that with the first chapter on the stack. Alright, so I think our only recourse right here, while the negate's down, is just drawing a shitload. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just draw a new hand. Honestly, them, I think. There's no point in taking the 1, 2 off the board. Not amazing draws. But the Eldest Reborn does give us an answer to Zacama that they're about to bring back. So do we just Lava Coil this? I think we just let this stay in play and then we decide what to do on their turn, or on our turn. No, actually, I guess we should do it. How close are we to just Banefiring them out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So not that close. A little concerned that we're going to have to use this Banefire on the Zacama. So we are 4 land drops away from killing them. End of turn Dream Eater. I wish I had thought to keep up mana for the second Eldest Reborn to destroy it. Because there's kind of no difference between killing that 2/3. No, the only thing is it let them like have a quasi-duplicate target, but I guess I could always just kill it in response. And I just got over eager to use my mana and kind of pass and let them take their turn. But definitely operationally not correct to do that. There's no advantage to doing it on your turn other than like making the game play progress smoothly. They bounce our Lantern here. Alright, well I guess we have to hope that they bring back like Zacama here or something. Maybe they even bring back like Pelakka Wurm. Over Zacama. They brought back Midnight Reaper. That's much less of a clock for us to worry about. So how many negates do we think they have? Oh. We could take a little peeky here. This is an interesting choice from them, and they took the Banefire. I gotta say, interesting choice. We pretty much have all our colors covered. Yeah, so they don't bite on that. Oh, wow. I wonder if they didn't realize they could target my graveyard. So it seems like Pelakka Wurm would have been very good. Zacama would have been very good as a chapter 3 target there. They know about this Eldest Reborn. They don't know about the Steam Vents. Ooh. Unmoored Ego. I wonder what they're going to pick. The Tutor, maybe? Banefire? Wow. That was like a pretty good pick by them. Oh, I wonder why they pegged that one as having like being the right pick. All right. Well, let's go rip some more Guildgates out of our deck. Did they see our hand? They did. And they unmoored Ego. Oh, they can actually take the lantern, that's right. That's so funny. Alright, so they're going to give us a chance to resolve Ellis. Oh, no, they're not. Because the negate is still there. Oh, we're just waiting until we have another spell we want to resolve. Like Teferi. Whoa. Ellis Reborn hits. That's sick. Oh, I guess we're just going to jam this Teferi and let them negate it, because we have to just get this out of their hand. We can take a couple hits off this. They have a lot of mana, though, so they can actually, like, and they took our lantern, so they can find fun stuff off the top. Fun, scary stuff. Alright, the life is helpful. Kind of gotta hope they brick here. Oh, they have Dream Eater. Beautiful. Shoot. Yeah, maybe Zacama is just not the right thing to get in these matches. I mean, obviously we misplayed that turn, but I don't know. Even playing the mono black deck, Zacama has not been like insane. Usually you just play it and then they just answer it, and you're out of steam. Zacama has really underperformed. Down to 6, they steal something. Their lantern. Yeah, I need to start trying to think of lines that maybe will be more successful than going to get Zacama. We've lost way too many times where we've just gotten it. Alright, we lost. Unfortunately, our draws there toward the end were pretty unspectacular. Kind of just ripped mana sources, but we made that one mistake and it really cost us. Because then we had to fight against that Eldest Reborn. If we hadn't done that, they would be far more cards behind. Maybe it would have played differently. Claim prizes, get some gold. So I don't know. Obviously, I didn't play perfectly, and we did just have a non-game game 2. But I'm probably not going to burn gold on this. I think I'll save it for a stream. And yeah, streams are a good time just to like play fun decks where people can interact with us and talk about them. But it's too obviously the one thing I did learn from posting the videos of the stream playing the Lantern control deck is that people took it very seriously since it was posted to YouTube, and were really wanted us to be winning. I think the videos that we post to YouTube, people really want us to be winning and succeeding, and so I kind of am hesitant to post videos like that to YouTube again. where we're playing kind of like silly decks that aren't competitive, but we're playing it in the most competitive form of the game on the platform right now. So I probably won't play this one in any kind of competitive mode, but I did want to check it out and see. It feels like it does some, I don't know. I think the LA version is better, especially now that it has thematic compass. This is the updated build. I think the alley version is better. Like you can hold control of the board longer with this deck. I really like the Karns in it. It has a lot more draw. So I don't know. If I play it again, I'll probably stick to the alley. This build felt a little clunky. I liked that it had access to a lot more different one-ofs. Maybe I'm just judging it too quickly too, because we did make one mistake, and we didn't really get to play a game two. But just trying to think of like what would have been really good. Actually, I have two. This would not have been good though. I don't know. I think getting the Zacama was right, because we got to destroy the first Ellis Reborn, kill the one creature that mattered, and then we just need to hold up that mana. So maybe that game goes differently, and we like the deck if we just didn't make that one mistake. Well, who knows? Anyways, that is it for this one. Another flavor of Lantern deck, and I think probably next we're gonna be playing with doing some practice matches against a viewer who is going to be playing Golgari, and then we're going to be playing, I think we're going to be playing Jeskai versus them. So that'll be fun to do, and we'll see if we can loop them in on audio, and that way we can kind of play and talk, so see if that works, and hopefully you enjoy it. Alright, this is already really long. That's it for this one. Thanks again everyone for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll be back again shortly.